When my marriage was falling apart and we were separated, there were many days where I just felt like just so depressed, thinking, I don't know how this mountain is going to move. I don't know how to go around it. I don't know how to go over it. It just seems so big, the mountain of my marriage, and how are we going to come back together? And my heart wanted that. At the same time, it felt hopeless. But you know what the Lord had to remind me is nothing is hopeless in Him. He is the author of my family. He's the author of my marriage. He brought me and my husband together, and my husband is a godly man. And I had to start to believe what I know is true, what has in the Word of God, the truth of the Word of God, that God is faithful and He is for me and He is for our marriage and He's for our children. And I had to start really believing the truth, God's truth, not what I was hearing in my head and all the doubt and hurt and brokenness. And I remember laying in the floor one night, just crushed, and could not lift my head off of the floor, honestly, because I was just so hurt. And I remember hearing the voice, just get out my word, get out my word. And I went and got out Psalms 34. And I know Tanya has mentioned this too as one of her verses, but Psalms 34:18, the Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit. Man, I was brokenhearted and I certainly was crushed in spirit. And I had to hear He saves the crushed in spirit. But it goes on, many are the afflictions in 19 of the righteous, but the Lord delivers him out of them all. He keeps all his bones and none of them are broken. And I had to just sit and read that over and over and over again to hear my God is close to me. He is close to my crushed, broken spirit, but He is not going to let this thing take me out. And it was like I was barely hanging by a thread, but I was hanging. I had that thread and I was holding tight, and I was believing that my God is faithful, and He's a God who is a restorer. His word talks about restoration through the whole thing. He is a God of restoration. So I had to believe He will restore my marriage, and He will walk with me every step of the way. And as I continued to step forward and believing the word and believing the truth, God brought us through. And guess what? 21 years later, here we are, still married. Has it been hard? Yes. But God has been faithful, and His grace sustaining, and He has been the glue that has kept us so together and strong moving forward with Him and with one another as a family. God has cared for me and my family, and I know that He cares for you and yours.